Hi everyone, welcome to Enjoy English. I'm Steven.
大家好，我是 Bernice.
Today's date is June 3rd. For the next 2 days, please look at pages 12 to 14 under Good Eats.
我们今天要介绍的是2天的课程，讲的是美食飨宴。
The title today is Love It or Hate It. Your body may decide.
到底你会很爱这个东西，还是你会很讨厌这样东西呢？当然是由你的身体来做决定。那我们的标题讲的是一把香菜，而且呢是2种世界。
Yes, so the subtitle, which I really like, is Cilantro, Friend or Foe.
对于 Steven 老师来讲，他既然喜欢这种植物呢，不晓得各位同学呢对于这种植物香菜你的感觉是什么？到底它是你的朋友，还是你的敌人呢？ Foe 就是指会让你讨厌的敌人呢。
So we know foe can be enemy, right? But because it starts with an F,foe starts with an F, so it sounds better with friend. It just has more alliteration.
对，就是有点押头韵的感觉。
Yes. All right, let's find out more about cilantro.
好的。
Love it or hate it, your body may decide. A handful of green leaves sprinkled on a dish can completely change its flavor. That herb is often cilantro, a plant widely used in many cuisines. Its fresh aroma helps balance rich or oily flavors, making meals taste lighter and more refreshing. Cilantro grows naturally in regions from southern Europe to northern Africa and parts of Asia. As one of the world's oldest herbs, it has been used since ancient times, and its seeds, known as coriander, have even been found in ancient Egyptian tombs. While the fresh leaves are added to many dishes, the dried seeds of the plant often serve as a spice. These seeds have a warmer and milder taste. The herb was later introduced to the Americas in the 1600s by European settlers. Beyond its uses in cooking, cilantro also offers several health benefits. It contains vitamins A, C, and K, along with minerals like potassium and calcium. In addition, it has antioxidants that may strengthen the immune system, support digestion, and promote bone, skin, and eye health. Given its flavor and nutritional value, cilantro deserves recognition as both a flavorful ingredient and a healthy addition to a diet.
A handful of green leaves sprinkled on a dish can completely change its flavor.
一开始就讲了，刚才 Steven 老师比了 a handful of， 就是你用手这样子抓一把什么东西呢？绿色的这些叶子，然后接着呢，你把这个绿色的叶子撒上 sprinkled on， 就是把这些绿色的叶子呢撒在什么上面？撒在一个 dish， 我们知道 dish 就是一道菜，你在这个菜的上面呢撒上几片绿叶呢，就可以完完全全的颠覆掉、改变掉这一个 it， 就是这个 dish， 这一个菜肴它本身的味道了。
Which is a 完完全全 completely. Okay, I like that adverb there. Okay, sprinkle, when we use that verb, usually it means it's covering with a small amount. Okay, so I don't know in Chinese, 撒或者是你可以撒很多 right? Yeah, but when you use
有点点缀的感觉。
点缀, just a little bit, you sprinkle on a dish. That herb, or some people pronounce this herb, that herb is often cilantro, a plant widely used in many cuisines.
他说这个我们撒上去的这个几片的绿叶呢，通常这样的一种草类，我们就知道老师刚才那个 H 的音，有的会有发音，有的不发音，都可以的。好，那通常呢，我们就把它称之为就是香菜啦。那到底香菜是什么呢？它当然是一种植物，而且这个植物呢是 widely used， 是广泛的被运用在很多的 cuisines 里面。这个字呢，一听就知道是有点法文的这个发音。这个字呢，原本呢是指烹饪的方式，当然它可以衍生为美食或者是料理。
Its fresh aroma helps balance rich or oily flavors, making meals taste lighter and more refreshing.
那到底香菜有什么样的一个帮助呢？为什么要把它撒在这个菜肴上面呢？因为他说的这个香菜本身有种很清新的一种 aroma 的意思就是指食物啦，或者是咖啡啊这些东西的一些香味，那可以帮助呢我们在吃东西的时候平衡一些比较浓郁或者是比较油腻的一些味道。就像有些人会喜欢吃一些油腻的东西，还会喝点茶。或者是吃完浓郁的东西会含一点什么薄荷啦、口香糖等等的，类似像这样的一种作用。那这样的作用呢 ，making 使得你的这些菜肴的口感呢，尝起来会更加的 lighter， 就觉得比较清爽一点了，而且你也觉得比较的 refreshing， 就是比较吃起来好像那个口中里面的那个浓郁的那个感觉呢，让你觉得比较舒爽的感觉。
Yes, so refreshing can be things like lemon or lime or citrus flavors. So the opposite of a light flavor, because here we see the taste lighter, 比较清爽的。The opposite is heavy. Okay, wow, this is very heavy. You can use this adjective to say that a taste is very like strong, or when you eat it, you feel very like oily and sticky. Yeah. Here also, we see the word aroma. That's just a word for like a smell, a distinctive smell. And usually it's a pleasant smell. Okay, it's a smell that we like. In tomorrow's lesson, there's going to be another word that is also synonymous to the word smell, but it's like a more negative smell. So we'll learn about that word tomorrow.
是的。
And also pay attention here, helps balance, okay? You can also say helps to balance, but usually we take that to out. Okay, so 帮助一个东西，然后后面加一个动词是原形动词。Okay? All right, let's take a short break.
好的。
All right, before we start this paragraph, I want to call attention to the word cilantro by itself. A lot of times I see people use cilantro or coriander and they use it interchangeably, but there is a difference. So just to let you guys know, because this is something I learned as well. So cilantro refers to 香菜 as the leaves and the stem, the part that we usually eat. The word coriander refers to the dried seeds of the plant.
它的那个种子。
Yes, but that's in the US. That's how we differentiate between cilantro and coriander. And a lot of different regions, they may just call this coriander.
所以不一样的地区，在美国是像刚刚 Stephen 老师介绍这样的一个分类，就是香菜，就是它的那个叶子；另外一种是它的种子。那在其他的地区呢，则是有另外一种称呼的方式。
Yeah, coriander. So you'll see both, and they both refer to 香菜. Okay. Cilantro grows naturally in regions from southern Europe to northern Africa and parts of Asia.
所以这样子的一种这个植物，其实它生长的范围是蛮广泛的啊。他就说呢，这个香菜其实它是很自然的生长，通常生长的地方呢，就是从这个所谓的南欧，甚至到北非，还有呢其他一些亚洲部分地区都有香菜。
Yeah, so we see from A to B to show that there's a range of different places where cilantro can be found. Okay, but then from A to B, the B in this section, in this particular sentence, is Northern Africa and parts of Asia. So your B can have more than one part. Okay, and then when you want to say 亚洲的一部分, okay, say parts of Asia.
Yeah.
As one of the world's oldest herbs, it has been used since ancient times, and its seeds, known as coriander, have even been found in ancient Egyptian tombs.
好，这个句子稍微长了一点哈。他一开始就说的，这个香菜呢，它其实就是作为世界上最古老的这个所谓的草本之一啦，也就是说还有其他的，那它是其中的一个。不要忘记，当你用 one of 后面的你的名词那个 herb 要加 s， 因为你是很多种里面的其中一个。好，所以要记得加 s。那这个香菜呢，其实呢，它一直以来就被使用 since， 因为我们有 since 这个字，从这个字，所以我们知道这个句子要用现在完成式，从以前到现在就一直的被使用。从什么时候就开始使用呢？尤其是从古代的时候 ，ancient times。而且它的种子呢，以什么为著名呢？就是刚才 Stephen 老师介绍的这样的一个字，所以这个字同时也可以指香菜。那这边就是我们讲香菜的籽啊，香菜的种子。 那这个种子呢，其实呢很久以前就已经被发现到了。甚至被发现到在什么时候呢 ？Egyptian 这个字当形容词就是埃及的，就在埃及的 tomb 这个字，记得那个 b 是没有发音的啊，在这个埃及的墓穴里面都有被发现到。
So I kind of want to talk about this sentence and the commas. But before we get to that, I want to bring attention to the first word, as. Okay, and this sentence, as means having the role of.
Yeah.
Okay, so having the role of one of the world's oldest herbs. Okay, so as is used in so many different ways. So just to let you know what is being used in this sentence. So the first comma we see is kind of just separating the setting, which is as one of the world's oldest herbs, from the rest of the sentence. So that's the first comma. Then the second comma we see that comes after ancient times is because it has been used since ancient times. This is a complete sentence in itself. So anything that comes after when there's an and is separating this particular part with the rest of the sentence, okay? Then we see a comma after seeds, okay? And it's seeds, known as coriander. So the information in between the comma after seeds and before the word have or the word after coriander, this is just additional information about seeds, okay, the seeds of the cilantro. So that's just, we could take this part out, okay? It's just the author is choosing to let us know that the seeds are called coriander, okay? And the rest of the sentence goes to complete the sentence after seeds. Its seeds have even been found in ancient Egyptian tombs. And why do we have that word even in this sentence? It's because it's kind of giving us additional information that can be kind of surprising. Okay, that's when we use the word even.
好，我相信同学应该听得懂老师刚才解释这几个不同的逗点的一个用法。第一个逗点，老师刚刚讲是把前面这样的一个介系词片语，好，跟后面做一个隔开。后面真正的完整子句有两个，用 and 来做一个结合，然后中间那个 known as coriander，OK， 这两个这是一个补充说法。刚刚 Stephen 老师说，你这一块拿掉也可以，只是作者要让你知道说，哦，原来我前面讲的那个 seeds 就是指香菜的种子。这样子。
While the fresh leaves are added to many dishes, the dried seeds of the plant often serve as a spice.
他说虽然呢，它这个所谓的很新鲜的这个香菜呢，它其实呢也会被添加到什么里面，所以 be added to。他说呢，其实很多的这个菜肴里面都会加这个香菜，可是呢，其实呢，它一直以来呢，就是它里面的这个 dried seeds， 就是比较干燥一点的哈，这个香菜的籽呢，通常呢，我们就把它 serve as， 就是它的用途呢会用作 spice， 就是香料。
Yeah, so 这个 serve as, you could also use are used as a spice. Okay, it's just a different way to say that. Because a lot of times we see serve to be like 服务. Okay, I serve you dinner. Okay, but here it's serve as a spice, 就是被用，它的用途是怎么样 are used as. These seeds have a warmer and milder taste.
那这些所谓比较干燥的这个香菜籽呢，为什么它可以当作香料？就是因为这些种子呢，它本身的味道是比较 warmer， 就是比较滑顺一点，吃起来你觉得有一种滑滑顺顺的感觉，而且它是 milder， 它是比较觉得温和。所谓温和就是说不会偏太甜、太辣、太苦、太刺激你的味蕾，所以就是因为这些种子有这样的味道，所以通常我把它拿来做香料。
Yeah, so we have the ER after warm and after mild because they're comparing to the taste of the leaves, the cilantro. Okay, so we're now in this sentence, since we're talking about the coriander, the seeds. Okay, so when they're compared, the seeds have a warmer and milder taste. So when we say that something has a warm taste, we mean like when we eat it, it's very comforting. It can be very rich in flavor, but it makes us feel very nice, okay? It's not too strong, okay? And then when we say, see the adjective mild, when we use that in food, it just means not too strong of a taste.
Yeah.
The herb was later introduced to the Americas in the 1600s by European settlers.
好，后来呢，香菜呢就开始呢被引进到 be introduced to， 就是被引进到。它是怎么样的被引进 ？Later 是之后才引进哦。被引进到什么地方呢？引进到了美洲。那么那个时候呢，时间点是在17世纪。 好，1600，所以是17世纪。那是由谁去引进的呢？是当时的欧洲的一些 settlers，settler 就是准备要到那边定居的一些人，所以我们就把它翻译成欧洲的殖民者。
Yeah, and here we see to the Americas because it's basically encompassing North America, Central America, and South America. That's why it's to the Americas. Okay? All right, let's take a short break.
好的。
Beyond its uses,对不起。Beyond its uses in cooking, cilantro also offers several health benefits.
好，接下来这一段呢，用了一个字叫 beyond。我们知道 beyond 呢，就是 more than 的意思，就是说啊，它不是只有这个样子。也就是说呢，这个香菜啊，它不是只有你可以拿来做 cooking，就是用来烹饪的这个用途。同时呢，香菜呢，它也同时呢，有着很多种的 several， 就好几种的 health 跟我们健康有关的一些好处。
Yes. So this 好处 in this sentence is being used as a noun, but it can also, the same word can be used as a verb as well. Just pay attention to where it is in the sentence. Also, let's take a look at that word uses, okay? Beyond its uses in cooking. All right, so when it's used as a verb, this word, U-S-E, has a Z sound, use, okay? I'm going to use this, okay? But here it's uses, okay? It has more of an S sound when it's in the noun form, okay? It contains vitamins A, C, and K, along with minerals like potassium and calcium.
好了，为什么说这个香菜呢有着这么多的健康的好处？哇，原来它里面有很多的 nutrients， 就是很多的这些营养的成分在里面。比如说呢，它里面含有维生素 A 啦、C 啦、K 啦，甚至呢里面还有一些矿物质。那这些矿物质像是我们常常见的钾类啦，或者是钙呀，补充我们的骨头的这么多的营养素。这边的 along with 就是 and， 就是你有前面这些 and 后面这些都有啊。所以呢，你看它有这么多的 nutrients 在里面，怪不得它有这么多的健康益处啦。
Yeah, so obviously you could have said and minerals like potassium and calcium, but it's always really good to learn different ways to say that because you don't want to always say and. And along with is a good option as well. In addition, it has antioxidants that may strengthen the immune system, support digestion, and promote bone, skin, and eye health.
哇，真的是好处多多呀 ！In addition, moreover， 而且此外呢，香菜里面有一个女生最爱的东西——抗氧化剂，对不对？这是要快老的，不能讲快老，每一个女人都要的，保持她的年轻的。好的，所以它这个里面的抗氧化剂呢，可以做什么样的用途呢？第一个，他就说可以做这样的一个用途。第一个呢，就可以你 strengthen the immune system。大家都知道，我们要增强免疫系统，才能够 fight off the sickness。对于这个疾病呢，就可以做抵抗了。第二个呢，如果你有消化系统问题的人，它可以促进你的消化哟，让你的这个 stomach。去这个 process food 去处理食物的时候，比较 easier 一点，对不对？然后甚至呢，它还可以 promote bone， 因为我们刚刚讲它有钙在里面嘛，所以它当然对你的骨头有益于你的骨骼，还有你的皮肤，甚至眼睛的健康，通通都有。
Yeah, and this sentence has something that's very unique and something that you can pay attention to in terms of grammar. There's two different lists. Okay, the first list is strengthen the immune system, support digestion, and promote bone, skin, and eye health. It's the verbs. Okay, so make sure if you have like a list like this where you're listing different actions that something has, that you have the same form of the verb in each part of the list. Here we have strengthen, we have support, and we have promote. Okay, and they're doing different actions to different things. But just make sure if you have like a list and you start with that verb, then you're going to have, if the other parts on the list have different verbs, it's okay to put a different verb. Okay?
没错，就是说你的动词可以去更换，但是你的形态，比如说像这边，因为它有一个 may 嘛，助动词，所以你后面都是原形动词。
Yes, and strengthen, I want to talk about that verb. Even though it's an E, it has more of an A sound. Strengthen, okay, to make stronger. Okay, and the second list that we have in this sentence is promote bone, skin, and eye health. Okay, there's another list there because the things that the antioxidants promote, there are 3 parts that it promotes: the bone, skin, and eye health. So all I'm trying to tell you right now is that it is acceptable to have 2 different lists. Just make sure that you're using the right way to separate them. The first list is separated by different verbs in the present tense. The second list is just nouns: bone, skin, and eye health.
Yeah.
Okay. Given its flavor and nutritional value, cilantro deserves recognition as both a flavorful ingredient and a healthy addition to a diet.
好，最后这个句子一开始用了一个字叫 given， 很多同学说，诶，老师怎么会有一个 given 这个字呢？其实这个字就是 because of， 有鉴于这个样子，因为这样的一个原因，就是因为香菜本身它的 flavor， 它的风味也好，还有呢，它有这么多的 nutritional 是形容词，它的营养上面的一些价值，所以香菜呢确实 deserve 值得我们做这样的一个认可。那记得 recognition 后面要加上 as 这个字，哈，被认作、被认可为什么呢？第一个 both， 它说有2样东西。第一个就是它是 a flavorful ingredient， 就是充满了这个味道浓郁的这样的一个东西。第二个呢，它又是怎么样 healthy addition， 又有这个健康的这样的一种额外补给的一种饮食。所以对于饮食来讲，它有2个好处。第一个就是味道浓郁，而且相当的可口。第二个呢，又能够对于我们的健康有补给。
Yes. So given its flavor, Bernice also mentioned that it can be because of its flavor. Another option is considering its flavor and nutritional value. And a third option is taking into account its flavor and nutritional value. So there are so many different ways to have that sentence constructed, right? And then here we see the word both, right? You could take both out. You don't necessarily need to have that word both. It just allows the reader or the listener know that there are going to be 2 things that are going to be mentioned. It's just a very good technique in grammar to let people kind of have like a 心理准备. Okay, like they're getting ready to know that there are 2 different things that cause cilantro to deserve recognition. And the last thing I want to mention is the word diet. Okay, we know as a verb that means to 减肥, but when we mention it as a noun, it can mean the action of 减肥, but it can also mean like the things you eat. Okay,
就是你的饮食。
Exactly. All right, so tomorrow we're going to learn more about cilantro, so we hope to see you then.
Okay, bye.
Bye.